Hi, my name is Sarah Morrison, and this is my speech. I never doubted that equal rights was the right direction. Most reforms, most problems are complicated, but to me, there is nothing complicated about ordinary equality. Alice Paul. In today's society, what makes us human is our color, our gender, and our sexual orientation, and our personality. What makes us inhumane is the segregation of people who are different from us. Here are the issues and why we aren't as equal as we think we are. In today's workforce, men are seen as the more dominant and strong part of the work field. Women are seen as more dainty, shy, and nimble part. Men are stereotypically seen to be in charge and to be in forms of leadership. Women are usually seen in less roles, like the secretary or personal assistants. Women and men can go to college for the same degree, pay the same amount of tuition, apply for the same job and position as the man, and he will always be paid more than the woman. From the Institute of Women's Policy Research, there is a study shown that, quote, women are almost half of the workforce. They are equal, if not main breadwinner in 4 out of 10 families. They receive more college and graduate degrees than men, yet on average, women continue to earn considerably less than men. In 2013, female full-time workers made only 78 cents for every dollar earned by men, a gender wage gap of 22%. Women on average earn less in virtually every single occupation for which there is a sufficient earnings data for both men and women to calculate an earnings ratio. Close quote. A quote by Susan B. Anthony states, men, their rights, and nothing more. Women, their rights, and nothing less. Close quote. If we work the same amount of hours and do the same amount of work with the same education and training, our pay for our labor should be equal. Like Martin Luther King Jr. too, I have a dream that one day we'll be able to look past one's color and be able to see the content of their character. And the personality and how we treat one another and not just the pigment of their skin. We are born into a certain family and we are born a certain color. We do not choose the color that we are born with, but we do have natural born rights. From the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission site, it states, it is unlawful to discriminate against an employee or applicant for employment because of race, color, or in regard to hiring, termination, promotion, compensation, job training, or any other term, condition, or privilege of employment. Even though it is unlawful and against the law to discriminate because of one's color, it is still happening due to a person's personal beliefs. Change starts with us. It starts with a change of heart. We cannot make any progress in our society if we keep our personal beliefs when we are running a business. If we were all blind, then the world would be a much different place. We would have to work by just our intuition, and we would judge by their personality and the words that they speak and how they treat us, and not by the pigment of their skin. And to quote the man himself, behind the influence and revolution of color equality, I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Martin Luther King Jr. It is only 30 out of 50 states that marriage is legal between same-sex couples. That leaves 25 states against every day for a basic right that everyone else has the right to practice. Being married is one of the things that most people dream of and have had a dream of since they were a small child. Marriage is a beautiful thing between two people that legally binds them together purely out of love and wanting to spend the rest of their lives with each other. So why are we so slow to realize that love is love, no matter who it is between? As long as it is not violent or causing any physical harm, then why shouldn't it be legal? In statement of separation of church and state in our Constitution, I believe that in today's society, our government officials put their religious beliefs before our basic human rights. Marriage isn't about what your religion says. It is about love and promise. Quote, at some point in our lifetime, gay marriage won't be an issue, and everyone who stood against this civil right will look as outdated as George Wallace standing on the school steps keeping James Hood from entering the University of Alabama because he was black. Quote, George Clooney. All in all, equality is something that, yes, we have made plenty of progress on, but we still have room for improvement and change. It is time that we treat others how we want to be treated and apply that to our workforce and everyday lives. Our colors and our genders and our sexual orientation does not define who we are. What defines who we are is who we are as a person. And what kind of person that we are. We choose whether or not we want to spread kindness or hate. And whatever it is you choose to spread, remember that it is contagious, and we all can make a difference in this world by setting a better example and help mold the world into a better place for future generations to come. Equality is our goal, so let's work toward it.